just getting right into it with Librarian tidying up the arcane library. I'm just not doing well today. I was productive, but I didn't really feel satisfied by it. So I just kind of wanted to just chill and do something I actually do want to do. So apparently it's sorting books. I've been really wanting to draw lately, so I might do that soon. But probably won't be talking too much today. So just enjoy the music and the sound of me throwing books. And probably me mumbling a few times. Stinky, haven't seen you in a while. I've been better. I'm just trying to keep my hands busy. I've been really enjoying this game. It's been helping me just kind of zen out. Currently working on trying to sort all the books without using magic for the achievement. And I got a couple more runs to do after this that hopefully shouldn't take as long. They shouldn't. But yeah, I had to do another run in less than 3 hours and another run just completely out of order. But yeah, we're supposed to sort out the books. Normally you're supposed to use magic, but I'm not doing that for the achievement, just doing it all manually. But the magic does make it much faster. I've been on this run for 10 hours. First time I did this with magic, it took me about 4.5 hours. And I got a better idea now of how I'm going to try to do it faster, so we'll do that. Also, new model looks great. Yeah, I've had this one for a while. I'm going to be working at some point on trying to add more, not really too many animations, but some emotions to be able to change between instead of just keeping the same old one. And I might go back to 2D because as much as I enjoy the convenience of being able to post 3D, 2D I feel like it's more expressive. I can be able to do exactly as I want it. So eventually I gotta actually catch up on everything. I've been really busy. I do got a competition that's coming up for Olympia, so I really should be training for that. But at least done some stuff. What I mostly need to worry about is House Flipper. That one I haven't really practiced on. I really got to. I've never been the greatest at interior design or exterior design. I've never been good at design. But I've been picking up a lot of it, funny enough, from WoW because of the new housing. So I've been looking at a lot of pictures and stuff for ideas. But I'm not sure how well that'll convert to House Flipper. I agree. I love your style as well, so I'm sure it's gonna look great. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do gotta... I don't know where that went. I think this is... might fall under here. But yeah, I just gotta finish a commission and actually sit down and draw. I've been getting a lot of ideas of what to draw. And I just mostly kind of been wanting to do my own thing. Not book dropping. Oh, wait, I need that one. Alright, I think that's everything that's... So, I got all my pile here. These are the books for upstairs, which... ooh, I don't like that. Put them back down here. I probably should start another corner. But yeah, the top floor is all cleared out. It was just as messy as all this. Well, messier because I cleared out the edges. But yeah, we've got 1,876 books shelved up out of 3,072, so making pretty good progress. I would get overwhelmed, never be able to do this. Yeah, it's really overwhelming at first when you first start up, but eventually you find your system. For me, it was... let me put this away real quick. Figure out where this goes. It did get overwhelming. I did this with Cam. It was off stream because it was just a gift that Cam gave me. Because it was on sale for like $5. These are mode transformation. Yeah, it's even messier than this. I would show you, but then I would lose all my progress on this run. Just gonna put these away real quick. No, these are summoning, not... I always get summoning and transformation mixed up. I think it's over here. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to show you. But yeah, I had a system. I already put most of them away. But one of the things I started doing is I would start with this series, which has very unique covers, very colorful ones, and they stuck out a lot to me compared to the rest of the books in the pile. So I started gathering them and shelving them, and that helps a lot. I give a wide range to focus on a specific shelf. And then I got a lot of the white ones in this pile. That started helping a lot too, because they either usually go into healing, holy, or philosophy. It isn't something you would accidentally misclick, right? Like using magic. No, so this is how the magic works. You got this spell. Ah, fuck. Okay, as long as I don't use it, I'll be fine. I didn't mean to click it. I was trying to hover over it. So you got the one that sorts the, you know what? No, it's not gonna, it's gonna save if I leave. Anyway, so you got this one that sorts some books in possession. No, you're fine. That was my being dumb. I didn't mean to click it. I've just been dealing with trigger finger lately. So this one automatically arranges the books in numerical order on your arms, which is good if you got like multiples of the same one. You got the shelf guide, which shows which categories was going to. Insight, which makes the books glow, which is really useful at first, but then it's really useless once you start focusing on a symbol, which just brings all the books to your hands. And then the auto shelving, it automatically organizes everything really quickly. It should be fine as long as I make sure I don't press 1, which I shouldn't. In fact, let me see if I can move just to be safe. Can I change the keyboard? Why is it called keyboard if there's just mouse options? Oh, here we go, layout. Here, just to make sure I don't mess it up. Or is it not gonna let me change it? Okay, it just doesn't let me change it. Oh well. It won't let me unbind it. Oh well. It's on the one, which I'm not in the habit of clicking. I've been at this for 10 hours now, so it's out of my system. But yeah, it'll be fine. But I am gonna worry about it, so let me just see if I can close it without it saving. I don't mind losing a bit of progress in the books. Who knows, maybe it'll work. I don't know how often it saves. Usually it saves every so often, and then when I get a row. But let's get it back up, just in case. I don't think it'll count, though, unless I actually use the spell. Yeah, it says I never used it. I hope, as I feel terrible, it messes you up. No, it was not you, Stinky. I promise that's not you. It was just me. I've been dealing with shakiness lately, so then, I'm not being shaky now. Okay, yeah. See, it's fine. It didn't put the spell in, so we're all good. Why am I holding? Oh, it's because I didn't have. Yeah, don't worry about it. You're fine. Honestly, don't worry about it. I've been dealing with anxiety jitters, and the jittering itself is gone, but then I still deal with some shakiness afterwards for a while. I didn't lose too much progress in the books either. It's all good. I think this is literally just like the last row of books I had. This is Infinite Hall. Goes over here, I think. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know where that cough came from. Yeah, this is summoning succubus. It's over here. But yeah, no, we didn't lose any real progress. I think I was like at 1874, and now I'm at 1863, so we only lost a few books. Oh, my friend had that pretty bad at one point. I hope it gets better. Yeah, it'll be fine. It's just the brain being spicy, which is why I'm playing this, because it helps me chill out. I've only had this game for like 3 days, and I've got like 15 hours in it, which is a lot for me, considering I'm supposed to be doing stuff. But yeah, the spells are really useful and really speed things up. But when I saw this game, I was looking at Facebook, I know, I'm old. I like to go on Facebook because the algorithm, I feel like, works better than YouTube, and I find a lot more useful things on Facebook when I'm going through the reels than I do on YouTube. But yeah, the algorithm's great, which is surprising for me to say of Facebook. That's literally the one thing I'll say of Facebook that's good about it. So I found out about this game through the algorithm, and I showed it to Cam, and I was like, yeah, I wouldn't even need to use magic for this. I would sort the whole thing out. And Cam was like, okay, bet. And he wasn't like actually like betting. I knew he knew I could do it. So he ended up buying me the game, and then we both played it, and Cam was so grumpy that I got my library done before him. Like, he still hasn't finished his, I think. Let me get some water real quick. Alright, sorry about that. My throat just got so itchy. The allergies are killing me in skull. Slowly. We got one more. No, this is otherworldly. I need... This is one I don't have as many as I thought I would. It's a really brightly colored book. I would think it would stick out more. Yeah. That's where I find out about a lot of the cheaper games. Because me, I try to avoid looking at the more expensive games that are really hyped up because I'm a broke bitch. So I don't like to make myself feel bad and really want to play a game. I try to convince myself I don't want it. I'm looking at you, Expedition 33. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I wouldn't even play for the gameplay. It just, the story seems really interesting, and the emotions just in the beginning of the game. And what's his name? Monoko? Or Monaco? I don't remember. But I found out about it from watching a clip of him. Oh wait, this is enchantment. God, I'm stupid. I saw a clip of him and immediately fell in love with him. Here we go. Is it Monoko? Yeah, I think it was Monoko. The moment he goes, ladies, I was just like, that's mine. This is a pile of books I have that I don't know where they go yet, so I'm gonna save them for last. The music is so peaceful as well. Yeah, it really is. I think it changes based on the day-night cycle, because it's night right now. So I think, because there's this like one song that's really loud sometimes, and it gets into my head. I love the titles on some of these books, which I know is probably hard to read. I keep forgetting when my friend said that the resolution is really bad on my stream because of my laptop issues, which I still have. But it's recently been fixed, sort of. I'm still dealing with one issue gone, the next issue appears. So, but I should be able to improve the quality of the stream. I just keep forgetting to. I really gotta reorganize stuff, get cleaned up. Things have just been really overwhelming. Forgot one more. I'm on my phone at work, so I can't even notice resolution. Oh, that's good at least. If you want me to read the titles though of some of my favorite ones, let me know. So I don't know how easy these are to read, but some of them are really funny. Like, one right guess in 100 makes a seer, and the divination shall be added. This book pile is getting too high. I'm gonna have to start throwing them everywhere else. We got 2 transfiguration ones. Introduction to... oh, beatification is one of them. Yeah, anyway, how have you been? How you been, Stanky? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you've been doing good. I hope that the year has been good for you. It's been a really weird year for me. Grand Compendium of Magic. We're almost done with this row. We just need like 3 more rows on Holy, and we're done with the Holy books. So we're gonna start tossing all the second floor books. It'll be here instead. So part of the reason the piles feels bigger here because they're on tables, so hopefully it'll start feeling clean now that we're getting to a table. We got the romance novel, My Massive Golden Balls. I bet that's Garnon's favorite. Wage gaps, universal mana income for mages now. Alright, it's all the second floor books. Got a lot of transfiguration books. So we'll start with the smaller ones. We got Stealth Arts right here, Illusion. Here, illusion ends and reality begins. I've been well enough, just lots of overtime at work. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, if it's worth the money, I would say that's good. I'm still trying to look for jobs myself, and it's pissing me off because I know I can do. I know I'm really good at organizing. I know I'm good at, learning really quickly, and even improving productivity when it comes to like technical stuff, especially when it comes to organization, management, stuff like that. They just won't give me the chance to actually like prove it, and it's really sucky for people who have had families that they had to take care of that were disabled. That's what's really kicking my butt, is because I was mostly focused on trying to take care of my parents who were disabled since I was 14, really. So over 20 years. No, nearly 20 years. I've heard it's hard to find jobs, honestly. It's been almost 11 years now at the sawmill. Yeah. But it's even harder also, like, when you don't really have much of a very consistent resume because of other stuff. And it's the case for everyone as well. So it's been difficult. I feel bad. Like, I want to help contribute, but I really don't want it to. I really don't want to contribute just by having to clean, because I already did that most of my life, just cleaning, taking care after everything. I want to actually work and have my own money and stuff. I really want to get a new PC on top of that, so I can actually focus on my streaming again, because I feel bad. I haven't been able to do as much with Cyberspace because the Cyberspace Collective, because I've just been so like, for a long time it was because I was really unmotivated because of my laptop issues, and it's hard to want to help other people with their streaming when you can't actually stream yourself. And like, if it was like, like, if I was just interested in helping other people, in networking and socializing and coordinating everything, like, I would be happy with that. This is Transfiguration. But I also want to stream, and that's what's just taken so much of my motivation away. And I really shouldn't. I've also just been like distracting myself with roleplay and stuff in World of Warcraft. I really gotta enunciate the World of Warcraft part. I'm not. When people think roleplay, they get a little bit sus there. And even then, I've just kind of lost motivation in that. The culture in World of Warcraft, like, it was always bad, but it's gotten so much more worse. Where people are just... It used to be just, like, the actual, like, sweats who used to actually play the game. we're really entitled, but it's just everyone wanting everything done their own way and screw everyone else, but especially screw the GM. And it's exhausting when you have to deal with full-grown adults acting like goddamn children. So, you know, like, I've been debating just continuing what I'm doing on WoW, but like not without having to be a babysitter. Like, you know, I still got some good friends, some good guildies that I lead, but a lot of times it's just I feel unappreciated, and it's like, I already deal with that. I've already dealt with that for over 20 years, nearly 20 years. Nah, about over. I know the exact situation where I just say do what makes you happy. I'm debating it. At the same time though, I'm also like, I don't know, I'm a people pleaser, and I don't want to disappoint people. And it'd be disappointing for myself too, because I put a lot of work into it. And a lot of people just, you know, like, it's hard to like put a lot of work into something, always trying to defend the people you care about, and you feel like people don't really expend that kind of you know, the same kind of work that you put in. So it's just, then I start just losing motivation for it. Wow, it was so much more fun without having to deal with a guild. I can't really say that. I've always enjoyed having guilds. I just don't like leading guilds. I'm good at it. It's just, like, you know, people don't realize how much work goes into it. They don't see what goes on in the background. They want, you know, like, justice for people who slightly slight them, but then they don't want it done to themselves. They don't want to be out of themselves when they start being shitty in response. So it's just, I'm just so tired of the high school bullshit that these so-called adults, you know, like, put others through. I just want to roleplay, man. I just want to go explore Azeroth. That's literally what we're doing. To be fair, I'm the person that will not talk or socialize with people. I'm like that in real life. If I didn't do it in game, I would just not socialize at all. And yeah, it was just a situation where people try to, like, they try to act like it was a parasocial thing between us, but I was really involved. They were the ones who were just, like, not satisfied. I was not dedicating every minute of my life to running the guild. And for a while, I was like, I'm not sure I want to keep streaming, because, like, if I gotta deal with this, with the 600 people in my guild, why would I want to stream and hope that I become popular? At least with streaming, though, there's a lot more distance to it. It's great you enjoy doing that. To be honest, I'm a little jealous. Don't be. Do not be jealous of me. Never be jealous of me. I wish I was, like, more independent. I didn't, you know, like, I wouldn't say rely on people. I just get disappointed by people really easily. Which is hard to say. But, you know, it's just like, it gets exhausting when I try to be really nice to people, and a lot of times that really gets thrown into my face. It just makes me not want to be nice. But then when I don't want to be nice, you know, then I feel bad. But I'm starting to get also to that point where I'm just like, you know, trying to find the best middle ground right now. Where I don't turn into a raging bitch. Well, it's not even me turning into a raging bitch, it's just me establishing boundaries and letting go of people and deciding who I want to stay. But it's still just like letting go of people that makes it difficult. Because I don't want to feel like I'm picking and choosing. It's a whole thing. I'm sorry. I'm just venting. I really shouldn't. I was honestly gonna be just quiet most of the stream. And just focus on, organizing the books, which I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job despite. Sometimes you gotta be selfish. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to get, I guess I'm just trying to like relax and step back a little bit, try to take a little bit of a break to get the mental energy before I decide what I want to do. I feel like people need to do that more. You're good. Feel free to keep venting. Thank you. It's even that's hard for me. I just like feel like I'm constantly burdened. I can't talk about most things. And honestly, a lot of people that were most toxic in the guild, luckily I was able to remove. They were a big damage in that. They constantly made me feel like I had to constantly put myself last because I was in charge. And I realized how fucked up that was of them. Just reading these real quick. But it does have me like thinking about everyone else who stayed. Like, who are genuinely staying because, you know, like they just want to just roleplay. Because there's still always people, like, you know, who on your side until they don't get their way. And I already just experienced that again recently. It's just, I just wish I could have like a small guild. Just, you know, like, just with the trauma, like the drama to it. It's like near impossible to find these days. It's kind of why I just end up going back to like the same circle of friends, because there's no real drama. The worst drama we gotta worry about is just us like feeling down, dealing with the spicy brain, which, you know, I'm happy for, and I know I appreciate them because I'm there for them as much as they're there for me. But, you know, I'm trying to expand my circle. That's so lame. Like, we just playing a game to escape the BS. Exactly. And it's just like, I'm sorry you peaked in high school, but can we stop acting like petty teenagers? If you don't like what I'm doing, you can just leave. I really don't care. But it's like they had to tear down the wallpaper before they leave, and it gets tiring trying to clean it all up again, especially because like it's not just me either, but like it downs everyone. I don't know, it's just it just drives me crazy. I don't get how people can like live like that. How does anyone become like that? It's just, it boggles my mind. And it boggles my mind. I think I'm a bad person just for like establishing boundaries. And I don't know. Because like a lot of it came out of left field, and it's just like, what's the deal? Honestly, I'm kind of glad they're all gone though, because they were really starting to feel culty. That's kind of why I avoided them, which is probably why they got mad at me, because I was just not buying into the kind of cult practice they were kind of doing. I actively stayed away from that. Hopefully the people like that will sort themselves out, honestly. Or to be honest, that's about the hope that you can hope for. I'm just throwing advice. That's that you're not asking for. Sorry. No, you're fine. Honestly, like I see like two things happening with a lot of people, because they keep falling to like 3 other factions of people I removed for just generally being toxic and shitty, either to me or other people in the community. Where they went, you know what, I'm gonna make my own guild with blackjack and hookers. So whenever they remove, they end up going to like those 3 factions. So I'm hoping those guilds either do well, or they're really gonna implode big time. And no one deserves that kind of, like, they don't really see how mentally taxing it is to be the lead of that Everyone thinks they can lead better. And you know, I really hope they do. This is fucking, I keep getting Transfiguration mixed up. But it's just that mental fuck up that does that I'm really hoping they won't end up falling into. Give me a sec. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I really do hope the best for them. But I really hope they kind of like learn something from this. I don't think they will though. I really don't. At least the leaders of them all. Because, oops, what did I pick up? Just zero empathy, honestly. Yeah, a lot of it was just no empathy and everyone wanting control. Everybody wants to rule the world. That's basically what it is. And I just hope they don't have to go through the same thing I did. And one thing I can expect though from leaders is like, even if it turns out, yeah, to be a lot more than they were expecting, I don't think they're gonna apologize. They're not gonna remember me at all. And I don't think a lesson will be learned. Leaders were just a lot, like, you know, it was like planned. It was just a power grab. Which, you know, it's just like, fine, like, if you want to lead your own guild, do that. Don't go off my hard work. I literally just posted on Reddit. That's all I did. You can do the same thing. I should make a series. How to make your guild popular. Go to Reddit. You probably won't get the best people, obviously, as I'm an example of. I've met a good amount of people. Another thing I've been planning to do is kind of making like a mini series. Like, if I do step back and start focusing more on drawing, like I've been really wanting to do, I really want to make a series where it's just, I guess not really a story time, maybe story time. While I'm, you know, like over any of my speed paints, I'm trying to get in the habit of drawing while recording it. And just generally talking about shit. I guess it could probably be considered story time, because like one of the ones I wanted to talk about, one of the first subjects I wanted to talk about was I used to be sexist towards women, which is a whole story in itself, which sounds really bad, but it's not wrong. That's how I used to be when I was younger, just because I used to get bullied a lot, so I didn't trust women for the longest time. You know, so it was just like, when I was younger, it was just like, women don't deserve nice things because they're not even nice to each other. Obviously that's changed. I met women who are actually like good to me and good friends. That helped me change that mindset. See, even when I was a part of guilds, I think the people that put stuff together, I felt that was common decency. It's not so much like, I mean, obviously I'm so like really grateful when people do thank me when I do stuff. It's just, I'm tired of kind of like words contradicting with actions. Like, I'm someone who like really tries to go by their word. And if I don't, for whatever reason, like I just ask people to tell me if they feel like I didn't. Because I just don't realize when I'm doing it. But I've dealt with a lot of people who make it sound like they're really grateful to me, but then it turns out it was incredibly two-faced. So I'm very much a person who goes by actions, you know, like, which is kind of the reason I've been down. I've just been kind of, give me a sec. Oh, these allergies are killing my throat. I've just been kind of down because I just noticed, like, after, like, all this kind of drama and stuff, I've been trying to check up on people, and just generally, I just noticed, give me a second, my throat is just really itchy. The water, it does not help. I just feel like, I don't know, I don't get checked up on that much. And I don't like asking to, you know, like, for help and stuff. Which I know is kind of contradictory. But I feel like I constantly check up on people, and that's not really been extended back to me. So, like, I don't know, it puts you down when it feels like people aren't regularly checking up on you. I got like 2 or 3 friends who check up on me, but I got like a bigger circle of people around me that I feel like, you know, like it would be nice for people just to be like, hey, how are things? I feel like either I constantly had to reach out first, or no one's gonna reach out to me at all. And I feel like everyone's been in that situation, and it's always depressing. But I know I'm looking too much into that also. It's a sucky feeling, because at the same time, you feel like you're unappreciated, you're not missed, you're, not, you know, it makes you feel shitty, but at the same time, I deal with, like, the guilt of wanting that kind of thing. So, or I feel like a burden if I do. So then I feel guilty and then shitty at the same time, and it just turns into a whole cycle. Until I get that, like, if I don't message someone first, they'll never talk. Yeah, exactly. And I know I'm busy, and sometimes I don't always do the same thing. At the same time, everyone is perfectly aware of how much I take on myself, because obviously they're in the middle of it. I don't know. It just feels like I'm putting in too much work and not getting much in return. And I feel greedy for feeling that way, but... And I'm just getting to that point where I'm just like, I might as well just kind of do my own thing. You know, might as well go back into focusing on the cyberspace and trying to network, trying to draw more, trying to do projects again. I really want to go back to the comic that we were working on that I just lost motivation to do because of my laptop issues. Where does this fucking go? Because at least then eventually I'll get something out of it. But I don't really get something out of doing this. And I know it feels great just to do something because I feel like I'm getting something out of it. But at the same time, I'm also aware that I'm just, like, being unnecessarily selfless. It's a catch-22. It's just nice to be thought of every once in a while. I don't think you should feel bad for that. That's all I got to say to that. I don't know. It's like it's a catch-22. Like, if anyone else ever told me that they felt like that, I would, and I can't even say if anyone else. A lot of people have told me that, and when they do, I immediately start trying to dedicate more time to them. You know, I try to keep on that. And, like, on top of everything, it just gotta be nice, you know, if someone could do the same, but at the same time, I know not everyone can. It's just, I don't like being needy. That's the big thing about it. I don't like asking for, like, any of this stuff. And it just kind of goes back to the fact, like, you know, I try not to ask for much, but I sometimes feel like even I don't get that. Like, honestly, a lot of them are following my stream channel, and I probably wouldn't be comfortable talking about this in front of anyone else, but I'm pretty sure not in here. Granted, it is late, but a lot of them are night owls. So I didn't really just bother, like, my starting soon or anything. This is summoning. Try to go summoning and transfiguration. Always fuck with me. I don't know why. They don't even look the same. These are all brown books. Those are all blue, I think. Yeah. I keep saying I'm gonna go into like my selfless stage. I mean, my selfish stage. It's just always hard to do at the same time because then I feel like I'm just disappointing people. And then I feel bad and then it's not satisfying. Introduction to malediction system. I have no idea what this is. It's probably true spirit until I put it in the pile. Anyway, I'm gonna stop complaining about my problems. We're about 2/3 of the way there at least. And I imagine it'll be faster once I actually clear out the rest of this and organize it by floor. It's over here. I made a mistake by putting all these books over here because now I can't reach. There we go. The shelves are at least starting to look filled out down here. Here. Art of illusion depends and illusion magic. Oh, here we go. Yeah, one of the things I've been wanting to do is literally just sitting in a box at work trying to pick out baby gifts for my friend. That sounds. What kind of job is that? I'm curious. Is it retail? Are you like at a Target or something? Because I feel like that's something like my mom used to do when she was working at HEB. Not for me, of course. Always just for friends. Oh yeah. You said you saw a machine, or oh, you said you work at a sawmill. I just run a machine at a sawmill, watching cameras and such. Okay. Oh, okay. So you're literally just sitting. You're watching the cameras while you're looking through like your phone or something, or your computer or something for gifts. I get you now. I remember you mentioned a sawmill. This took me a bit. Who the fuck is messaging me? Hold on. I got a notification on Discord. Yeah, just a meme. It runs automatically, so I'm just chilling. Yeah, no worries. You're not gonna hear me snitching. Okay, now I got these all together. Oh, we got another holy book. Totally not in the call. Just totally not in the call at every sawmill room now. Like, hey, do you got an employer named Stanky? They're on Twitch right now talking to me. Plot twist, your boss is actually in the chat. Introduction to herbology. We like herbology here. Oh, they makes me feel better than some good old herbology. Fucking Cam turned that into a stem for me. Oh, Psalms. This isn't holy, this is a bard in music. Funny enough, my boss just quit. So you never know. Your boss is probably in chat for all we know. Just decided to watch Twitch. Or YouTube. He could be on YouTube. No one's on YouTube. Funny thing, Like, something I've been practicing for, we're doing a bit for the upcoming competition. So, we are gonna be singing a song that one of our cyberspace members created. It's like an original song, and we're all singing parts in it. I get the first solo, so I've been doing a lot of practice trying to get my singing voice that I never really had, despite being a member in choir when I was younger. So I've been doing a lot of warm-ups, trying to figure out like my actual voice, my actual range. I always kind of felt it was more of an alto, which I always kind of hated. I feel like alto never really sticks out as much. But it's kind of become plain to see I'm meant to be an alto. But I kind of noticed that I feel like I've been kind of straining my voice whenever I'm well, I say whenever I'm streaming in general, because back when I was always taking care of my family, I never really spoke. I didn't really have much of a personality, really, because if I acted any different, they would always call attention to it. So when I finally moved out, I moved out here, I was never really happy hearing my voice. And like, as I kept practicing singing and trying to find my voice in it, I kind of just like realized, like, have I been straining my voice the whole time? Because I always felt like I had to talk higher to sound friendly. So like, it's like I'm kind of like trying to force myself to kind of speak in my natural voice right now, because the big thing was that they would constantly talk about how quiet I was. So once I finally moved away and could just kind of be myself and figure out my personality, I started talking louder and more friendly, more higher pitch, not like retail voice, but you know, I wanted to sound friendly. And I found how to do that by doing a higher pitched voice. And it didn't help much with my streaming either, because that was the same thing. I was always talking in a higher pitched, more energetic voice. But as I started practicing to sing, I kind of noticed like this kind of range is where I'm most comfortable at. So I figured since I was already feeling pretty down, I might as well practice it in a late night stream. Which is funny because you've been gone a while, you probably don't remember how my voice normally sounds like. So I can't even, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna remember my voice from like a few months back. But like, let me see. If I was talking normally like I do in stream, I sound more like this, you know, more energetic, you know, like, and I would speak more high pitched, which it's hard because my voice always feels like it sounds really different. But it sounds different to me, but then when I record it, it sounds the same to me. So it's hard to tell, and that's a big reason why I've been having trouble trying to figure out my voice. So yeah, that's usually how I sound like. This honestly does feel a little bit more comfortable, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I like the lack of energy I usually have, or I'm not sure I like lacking the energy I usually have, is what I meant to say. I feel like it does at least let me speak slower. I feel like I'm constantly talking too fast. I've been told I talk too fast, and sometimes people have trouble understanding me. So I'm kind of experimenting here tonight. I don't know, maybe I'll have a night voice and a day voice. See how that goes. Yeah, I've just been learning some stuff. I'm slowly trying to get... I talk fast as well, I understand. Yeah, I don't know if there's actually much of a difference though, because like I said, I'll usually like listen to myself when because I've been trying to get into voice acting lately as well, on top of trying to improve my singing. And whenever I try to practice my voice and I try to listen back to it, it just sounds exactly the same. Unless I'm doing a really high-pitched voice, like what I use for Foxflower in my D&D campaign. Even then, I feel like it's not really. I'm still trying to get back into that pitch up there, but it feels like it has to be drastically different from my voice in order to actually sound like I'm trying to voice act here. I gotta focus. I'm losing focus. But yeah, still experimenting. It's blocked. Of course, last book of the shelf is blocked. I still forgot one more book. Oh, we finished another row at least. 2 rows. Trust me, you sound fine with my South accent. It's horrible. I don't think it sounds horrible. I kind of wish I had more of an accent. But, one thing Ash has said is that I don't have an accent, I just have an American accent. Like, if, in his words, if he didn't know where I was from, he would not have realized, he would not have guessed it. At the time, I was from Texas, so a lot of people don't think I'm from Texas, usually. I did go to Washington, D.C. once when I was younger, and me and my dad were both talking with these people that we met on the subway, and they said, "You guys are from Texas?" I don't remember what their accent was, I'm just making up an accent. And we're like, "Yeah? How'd you figure that out?" "Oh, we could tell from your accent." And me and my dad, like, afterwards were like, "What accent? We don't have an accent." So, that threw me off, but apparently nowadays it can't really be told. Oh, maybe that's why it sounds normal to me. That could also be the case, but apparently others don't really always know I'm from or I was from Texas. Some 5 times combo. What was that? What is that? Oh, because of that. Because you kept using that. I'll be right back. I'm headed to break. Yep, no rush. I'll be over here. Just working on these books. Oh, no. Well, now I gotta try to get this done. See if I can get this done before he gets back. They get back. What are Stinky's pronouns? I don't know, but I'm gonna get quiet again until anyone starts chatting.
Stanky but Danky got the no ad gamer pass.
You go and you come back. You had to make your reintroduction again. Thank you, Stakey. I appreciate the sub. I really gotta start working on trying to like encourage people to sub. I'm not even doing much. It's honestly just me stacking books, which I'm making pretty good progress on. Kind of. I still gotta do the upstairs. But thank you. I appreciate the sub. How was your break? Where did this one go? The purple one. This one always stuck out. Here it is. Your emotes are cute though. How dare. I gotta update them. They're so old. As by old, I mean like they're like 2 years old, but still. They're still from my original look. Right. I gotta make some updated ones. I gotta stop making changes. It was good. Went to ramble with my friend about anime. Ooh, nice. I gotta start watching anime some more. I used to watch it a lot when I was younger. At the same time though, it's so hard for me to start new stuff. It's a curse. But I should. I did start at least. I'm slowly watching more stuff. With Skull because he got me into watching Fallout. I haven't played Fallout yet. He's trying to convince me now to play it on stream. After I finish watching the show though. Alright, let's clear out this bench. Grab the tables now. We're getting there. Not over here. Park is already overrun. Ooh, a playthrough of New Vegas. That's what he said. He wants me to play New Vegas. We're currently on season 2 of Fallout also, which is why he's so excited. We're about halfway through now, more than halfway. Monsters, here we go. Oh, finished the series, kind of. Nope. I got it mixed up. No, I guess not. I thought I finished it. Magical Psalms. But I like the series. The series is pretty good. I may or may not be a sim for the ghoul. Not Cooper, just the ghoul. My cousin just got finished doing a playthrough of it. Yeah, I just know that there's multiple choices you can be able to make, which intimidates me, because I feel like everyone's gonna be like, no, don't do that. But at the same time, it feels like Fallout's the opposite of it. I think I'm just still scarred from Undertale. This is in the front here. Undertale, you had to do the good run. Or you were the worst person. I can't even lie. I did it willingly. But like I've seen other people freak out about it if you don't do it the good run, the good route. I mean, both of them are good. I never did finish the evil route though. I couldn't beat Sans. I really should try again. Alright, that's this bench cleared up. Now I can start on the table. I think I accidentally tossed in the wrong book because there's a book in here. Oh no, I just got two of the same ones. But I did make a mistake here. That's another road done. Okay. The good ending with yes, man. Yeah, I gotta play it. There's a lot more games I need to play. Stop, I don't want to look at that thing. I already know about the fairy. I'm just clearing out the books. But yeah, I don't really know anything about Fallout, so it's just been kind of funny watching it with Skull. And he just starts laughing for like no apparent reason. Or I guess why he's laughing based on video game logic. So that's been pretty fun at least. We got a lot of summoning, alchemy, enchantment, so stealth and enchantment. Tactics of the buckets, vision, ceilings, theft. Pretty sure that's the Skyrim reference. Which I also never really played. I have it, I just never really got into it. I don't have New Vegas though. Just do an easy playthrough of Elden Ring. I'm sure that's so easy. I did try it once, and I just mostly didn't like it because of the controls. I probably could have if I got used to it, but I also had my boyfriend at the time backseat gaming, so I was just kind of like feeling rushed and constantly told to do. Not the reason we're not together anymore, but it was an indication. It should have been a red flag. But I can't talk. I also just rush myself anytime I'm being watched. Except now, I'm not rushing myself. I'm just going my own pace. It does help that I played a run of this off stream. Illusion. Everything else is kind of individual. It's another row done. I'm only semi-rushing those because I'm actually starting to get the hang of it. Memorizing where all the books go. Controls are stiff compared to a lot of games for Elden Ring. I probably would like it more if I played it on keyboard and mouse. I could be wrong. But I'm definitely usually more of a keyboard and mouse person unless I'm playing platform games. And don't even get me to try to play FPS games with a controller. I can't. I just can't. My aim is so bad. Hey Ghost, how you doing? Oh wait, I'm pretty sure it's up here. Yeah. We're back to the sorting game, which is looking a lot more organized since you were here last time. Doing good, how are you? I've been better. So I'm just enjoying the silence of the night as I do some late night book sorting. I'm aiming to finish this tonight. I would say controller is easier, but I watched someone beat it with the dance pads. It reminds me of like that guy who plays I don't even know what he plays. I don't play FPS games that much. But he plays it with like a whistle. I've seen clips of him. I don't even know what he's playing, but I'm impressed. Behavioral patterns. eyes on it. It's extremely impressive. Yeah, he has really good reaction time. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of stuff that he does, he doesn't really, like, you know, he shows, like, his, like, worst time. I'm sure he doesn't do that. But still, a lot of the moments that he does record are pretty damn impressive. I remember seeing him years back when he was first getting it together and, like, figuring it out. And to see how far he's come with that since, it's pretty cool. Correlation. There we go. We're about to clear out this table. Alright, table is cleared out. We're getting there. Let's see, how long has it been? It's been nearly 12 hours now. I understand that the library is definitely looking much neater now. I mean, kind of. You still got these pile of books around here, but these are for upstairs, so figured it was better than tossing them upstairs. I'm washed up in old FPS. I'm giving up on that. I never really got into them, but I really used to love like Team Fortress 2 when I was younger. But every time I try to play it now, it's near unplayable. Every time. And then, I imagine it's only gotten more toxic. And that's another row done. Transfiguration and summoning, which I believe got this row done. And another row done. I was really lucky. Alchemy ones. Well, let's get this one out of the way. Oh, we finally finished this shelf. Got a necromancy book here, which is in the front. That's another row done. Got chanting. Another row done. Okay, we got alchemy and transfiguration. I think the beginner manuals will be here. Yep. Another row. Another row. And another row. We're really starting to get through it now. Correlation and foundations. This is something. Oh, here we go. We got correlations and foundations. Like it's on this side. Ooh, I almost made a mistake there again. There we go. Shadow mages fall under shadow cloning and teleportation. We'll put it in the not sure pile. Oh wait, no, I need that one. This one, I don't think I was sure either. I think it's upstairs. Alright, this whole one is done. Oh. Another row done. And another row done. And another row done. And another one bites the dust. This is a song that it's pretty, but like, man, it gets so loud compared to the rest. Another row done. I think I had some of those books. Do have that one. Here they are. Yeah, it does. She's getting into it. Yeah, I'm slowly making her way through. Oh, there was a lot of white books in here that I was missing. Yeah, that pile's starting to get too high. I'm gonna switch the other side. Got a few holy books here. Row done. The row done. We just need one more book for holy. I'm assuming the count on the top left are the ones you sorted already. Yeah, so I got 116 rows done. And 2,272 out of 3,000. So we're getting there. We just got like 800 left to put up. But I also gotta worry and make sure that I get them all in order, because then it's gonna tell me I got all the rows filled up, but some books are not in place. Chronicle. Oh, that's another row done. Purple never looks like purple back here, it just looks like black. Is this another one that's done? Yep. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, now we officially got this whole table cleared out. Let's start making another... Well, actually... This part was already started. Yeah. Locking in now. Getting comfy. Okay, we have a lot of books here. Infinite hole goes here. Do they have any more? No. That's one row done. Got a few alchemy ones. And some stealth ones. Compendium of Synthesis. This is volume 5, yep. Encyclopedia World Dungeons. Right here. Zombies over here. Also, what a great achievement. They just know someone would do this regardless. Yeah, I was, like I said, when I first saw this game, I said, I would do this without the magic. And I am sticking to that. It's taken a while, but I don't regret it. I'm so satisfied. It's honestly just so nice just to see it filling out more and more by hand. Here we go. I really hope that they make another game, a sequel, where you could be able to... I really want like a library that's like Beauty and the Beast sized, and you could have it so like you'd be able to play co-op. Cause I really like games like this, or like Viscera Cleanup Detail. I've always wanted to play that co-op, but Cam hates the mechanics in it, not the mechanics, the physics in it. It always puts him in such a bad mood, so we don't really play it together. So I think he would like this a lot more though. Little ladder you can roll around on. Yeah! One that you just climb up on. Like, by default you're not supposed to jump. I just have it because I know where the keys are to unlock them from the chests upstairs. But yeah, I would actually be okay with them taking out jumping if it means we get to use the ladder. Do I have any? I got some divination ones here. Let's get the book ones. Monster one out of the way. Behavior pattern of monsters. Oh, here it is. That's another row. Bits of tarot. This one hasn't really stuck out to me as much as the others. That's another row. Got a few summons and illusions. So glad this one's out of the way. I don't know why this is such a pain for me to remember where it was. Okay, that's summoning to do. That's another one done. Safety. I think those over here. Yep. We're getting there. But yeah, give me Give me the Beauty and the Beast library, and I will happily sort it. You won't be able to get me out of it, though. That's the price you gotta pay. The principal locks us in here, but I'm honestly okay with this. I wish I had the motivation to be this orderly in real life. I mean, I am. But I just don't. I want to have a collection. I'll be right back again. Yeah, no worries. Got a few spells. Those are easy for me to remember because they were the ones I used to focus on. This was in the front. Water is over here. Psychokinesis. It's in the Rodin. Practical guide to potion crafting. I think this is one of... No. Oh, here it is. Another Rodin. Oh, we got some sewing in here. Another row. Some necromancy ones. Rodin? No. Zombie. Oh wait, this is in the front. Okay, these are kind of all over the place. Rodin. 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 And Rodin. Or just, yeah, let's do. And another row. I'm sure there's some I missed in the second floor piles, but that's probably future me. This is for dungeon and more. Nope. Okay. That's 2. This one done? Yep, we got another row done. Transfiguration is up here. Humanization up here. I like how, like, the more we clear it out, you can hear our feet walking around the library. It just adds so much more to the ASMR. Row done. Another row done. That whole row's done. The whole shelf. Compendium and... Okay, this isn't it. Another row done. That one. Another row done. Got a lot of monster ones here. Done. Oops. It's not the only time I've gotten it mixed up. Yeah, we got the... No, we almost got the Chapman items done. Okay, let's start clearing out the benches. Yeah, sure you did, bro. You technically didn't. Another row. I'm back probably. I had something break on my machine. Yeah, no worries. Hope that's been taken care of. That's one that goes upstairs. And another row. Okay, cool. We finished all the dark magic, or not the dark magic, curses and dispels. Dispels. Here. Alright. Another row. We got enchantment items done. That's done. That row's done. Done. Makes you imagine the entire place glows after you get finished. No, not really. Unfortunately, just the seal comes off once you put every book on the shelf. Which is funny because there isn't another achievement I'm aiming to go for, which is just you put everything completely out of order so you get fired. Let's go over here. This row's done. We'll start with the ones I know better. Row done. Is that the last one? Oh, cool. Alright, this whole section is done. We're really getting there. We're getting really towards the end. Yeah, this whole section's done. We just need one more book for alchemy. Summons. I was trying to guess on that one because it happened to be in volume 10. Beginner's Guide. Wait, where did I put it? I knew a Nickerman. Oh, it was. I'm being stupid. You gotta focus. We're almost there. Don't lose track. Is that one of the monster ones? We got one more monster one. 2, 3 monster ones left. Still got this whole shelf of missing in Transfiguration. One of the books. It's probably one of the ones that I have in the stack that I'm not sure where to go. It's probably in there. That's a row. It's a row. Around. Yeah, this is the only book I'm missing for alchemy. Nope, get the shot. Alright, where illusion ends and chronostatic. I think they're from this side. This whole side's done. Got stealth right here. Two necromancy ones here. Go done. Well done. It's all necromancy books. That's done. Well done. And damn it. That's illusion done. I'm just gonna be glad to be done with transfiguration and summoning. Alright, that's the rest of the table cleared out. I looked at the reviews for this game. Someone said it needs a 10,000 book mode. Yeah, probably not without. I probably wouldn't do that much for without magic. Oops. Okay, that goes here. One more. Here. Yeah, it's all the monster ones, I think. Okay, we got stealth. So we're still missing some books. Missing. Let's actually go around. So. Yeah, that one's all done. I am missing a Seer's Journey book, but it's probably in the pile or somewhere around here. I'm missing the Theory of Chanting one, apparently. And a book there. We're missing a whole shelf here. And one of these books. Another shelf here. I'm missing a lot here. I probably thought that these were math, so I threw them in the pile. Probably thought this one was math also. Holy is done. Alchemy is missing one. Spell books are done. Healing is done. Illusion is done. Chanting is done. Necromancy is done. Curses is done. And the monster ones. Alright, so we got a lot of good progress done, so might as well keep it going. Yeah, we're at 12 hours now. So we're gonna start just grabbing all the books and just figuring out where to go from here. I really wish I could organize these just with the spell. Oh well. I'm gonna have to move these books. I'm getting... What am I getting stuck on? It's probably that one book there. Alright, so do we got any warrior ones? We got some warrior ones. Got one warrior one. Do we have any? What am I getting caught on? I feel like I keep getting caught on stuff. Do we have any everyday magic? We do. We got one. Got an art one. One warrior one. Cream Creed, the Naked Warrior. I think this one is... yeah, this one is art. Okay, which one was this one? Economy. Economics. Magic and value, arcane resources, valuations. I think that goes here. Here we go. Do we have any psychology? I don't think we have psychology. But we do have law. Don't have any mystery books. We should have some history, though. No, but we have language. This isn't language. This is language. Dungeon stuff. Curious daily life in a world without magic. That should be Otherworld. Here we go. We gotta remember all these again. Okay, we got a lot of math and archery. No, this is management. This is math. Yeah, we're gonna try to get this. We're getting no. I'm not even gonna say try. We're gonna Yoda this. We are gonna finish this today. I am luckily awake for that. You're just so close. All right, it's all of those done. I'm probably gonna not go around. I'm just gonna go to this. Go to the ones that I see first. This goes up here. You got this, or you got this. Now, we're a team. We're doing this. Who looks into the abyss? I don't think I've gotten this one. I think this is the first. Okay, cool. Yachty is a party disbandment. Constitution of the Kingdom. Introduction to ecology. I'll physically point the screen for you. Yeah, there you go. Like, you'll just show me where they are if you see it first. And I'll definitely see it. Chronicles of the Magical Court. Did that go here? Yeah. Go treasury and reward system. That's management. We got another one here. Weapon compendium. I was hoping it would actually go in history. History of demonic financial hegemony? Maybe it goes in economics? Yep. Got a romance book here. Roses are red, violets are blue. Is there more to the roses are red, violets are blue books, or is that just it? No, I wish I could read these, but it's just the titles. But then again, if I could read these, I would probably never get this done then. How dare. Hey, Soren.
Hit the deck. Soren Angel is rating the Grave website with 5 raters.
Thank you, Lily. Hey, Soren, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Mostly because of me. Mostly because of laptop issues. It's mostly me that hasn't been seen in a hot minute. Hello, everyone. This is your gracious ghost, the Jelly Ghost. Welcome in. I hope you all having a good one. What were you guys watching? What were you playing? I am struggling to find mathematical geometry. Oh, I'm being stupid. I thought that said 3, not 8. Detroit Become Human. I have seen some of that. It looks interesting. I don't have it, but I would like to play it someday. If I'm a raider, does that mean I get an axe and a well-grown beard? You could. I mean, hold on. You know what? Since you're here, I have a category I think you would love to read. We have the warrior category, which has books such as The Warrior's Creed, Only Cowards Become Long-Range Mages. We got Blade, the Blade Dimension / Combat Technique. We got Sword Saint, the one who sliced the mountains. Warrior's Foundation, Between Blade and Spell. We've got Mind Like Still Water, the Zen of Perfect Pairing, for those who like to play Expedition 33. The Weapon Compendium, use of swords, axes, and spears. Armor and muscle, synergy between body and steel. The Dark Berserker and the Great Sword. Battlefield Logic, a tactical guide for warriors, how dare. The Supreme Creed, the Naked Warrior. Scion of the Axe God.
Soren Angel has cheered 100 and said show love 100.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Soren. I appreciate you. Scion of the Axe God, Strongest Warrior Chosen by the Sun, and Heretic Blade Arts, 3-sword style. Those warrior books actually sound genuinely entertaining. I would read these. A lot of these book titles are honestly really good. So we were playing Librarian, Tidy Up Your Arcane Library. There was a fairy in here who just made a whole mess of everything. But now the mess is controlled. I cleared up the second floor off of the books and threw the ones, stacked those up already. The rest were tossed down here. We mostly got the first floor done. There is still a mess, but the mess is controlled. These are all books that are going upstairs. This game is really nice though. It's so relaxing. The music is great. It's so beautiful, especially once you finally start to clean up everything. It's a really chill game if you like sorting games, and it was only like $5 when it was on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale. I don't know how long it's on sale. But I love reading these books. So we got studies in the history of magical civilization. That'll go in history. This is 8. So in some of the sections, you got sections that have room for 10 books. So, and then you got some for 5. You have to put them in the right area. Here we go. This goes here. History, a demonic, financial. Someone tell me what this word is. Hegemony? Hegemony? Hegemony. This goes in economics. I think I figured out it goes, yeah. Here. We got the origins of magic, awakening of the first spells, and magic power. Yeah, I don't know what that word is. It's not on sale anymore. It's $5.99 right now. I think that's how much it was when I... Okay, so I think it was only like $1 off, so it was $4.99. So still on sale, kinda. It's really cheap and very much worth the money. I only got it like 3 days ago, and I've got like... How many hours do I got on this? Yeah, I've got 16 hours. But yeah, I don't know how you pronounce that. Origin of Magic, Awakening of the First Spells. I believe it's this one. The only thing is this song gets really loud. Just this specific soundtrack. Beautiful voice, but she gets loud. She got the pipes. I'd go for a spear, but it's harder to fit in the suitcase for the long ship. Well, why are you taking the suitcase in the long ship? It's long, just keep the spear in range. I hate to braid and run, but I've got work early tomorrow. I hope the rest of your stream goes so well, homie. Good luck sorting the Call Me Library. Thank you. We're aiming to get this done tonight, so yeah. But I got a couple more runs to do. But yeah, you get some rest. It was nice seeing you again, Soren. I'll try to drop by more often. My laptop is mostly working. It's like whack-a-mole. One thing pops up after I finally get rid of the other. Like a 3-part staff with a blade at the end. Do it kind of like a lightsaber. You just kind of like throw it forward and the spear comes out. Imagine, and then no one will see it coming. You just have like the spear in, and then you like throw it out like a fake lightsaber. So someone's gonna think, oh, you only got a dagger. But then you throw it, and then they get impaled. They won't see it coming. Where the clothes meant to go in the suitcase? I was just going to wear the same outfit and go swimming to wash it. You don't have a swimsuit? Who needs clothes besides the one you got on your back? I mean, yeah. You still gotta wash it. Dagger to spear pipeline. Exactly. Damn, I kind of want that as a weapon. Psychology. Mentality that the weak bark the most. We got art collection that no one can understand. It goes in the art category, which I think is on this side. Yeah, I haven't gotten this book that often. Home magic. Spells to protect and nurture your dwelling. That is everyday magic. I think that's one of these. Yeah, it's one of the 3 volumes. Do I have any more everyday magic? I don't, but I got a couple of warrior ones right here. Dark Berserker goes over here. Naked Warriors here. Got living paintings, creating and controlling animated magic. I wish I could animate that way. There we go.